I got the ADHD real bad today. I I didn't sleep at all last night. I live in South Texas, and I have to evacuate to do the launches, so it is very disruptive for my sleep. And usually I have bad sleep like the night before because I'm like all stressed. I have to make sure dogs get off to the my friend dog trainer / dog watcher, and they go to a little doggy day camp. Flights can get pushed, so she will watch them. It's like up to 3 days. Well, I think usually they don't get pushed any more than 3 days, so she'll watch them up to 3 days continuously, just if it keeps getting pushed, so you don't have to keep driving them back and forth. It's super awesome. So that helps, but it's like I have to go around the house, make sure any valuables are not somewhere they could get like knocked down. And my house is pretty good, actually. I don't get a lot of stuff falling down. I get like some stuff moves a little bit. Not usually too many things get knocked down though, so that's good. But like weirdly, I couldn't sleep last night. And I've had just a lot of anxiety lately. So anyway, I tried to work on a project that helps reduce the anxiety, because it's like kids are getting out of school, we got to go pick them up, and then we got to get them food, and then we got to go, like we view from an area that's close by. So then we're like waiting and to see if it goes, and if it goes, yay, everyone's excited. And then it's like, okay, now wait to get the all clear to go home. And then we get home, and then everyone's hungry again and tired and cranky because we've been sitting there for like hours. So then we're like, all right, well, we try to eat really healthy, but it's like, let's just go get food. And then we go to the first place and it's packed. We're like, never mind, go to the other place. Totally dead. Awesome. We got some food, got home, got in bed a little later than we'd like. But everyone passed out pretty quickly. I could not sleep at all. I just couldn't sleep all night long. And today is my one big super productive day. Like, I mean, it's my one day where like the kids are gone after school all day. They don't have any after school activities I need to go pick them up from, so they take the bus home. They don't get home till like 6:15. My husband doesn't get home usually till like 6:15. This is my big day to clean, take care of Halloween stuff, like get bills done, work on my business. Like I've got to pay taxes. Like I got a very long to-do list, and I'm very tired. My ADHD has been real bad lately. So I took my medication. I took like a 15-minute rest because like I just can't sleep. So hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time walking back and forth going, what was I doing? So anyway, I always try to work on a launch project. Yesterday, in preparation for the launch, I made a whole bunch of chickens. So day before yesterday, I made all the chickens, and yesterday I was kind of like finalizing, stuffing. I made a whole bunch of, I made 3 different sized chickens, and I made 2 each of the small chickens, and I'm still working on getting like all the facial stuff on there. That's what I'm doing today. And I made 3 each in different colors of the large and of the chickies here. So these do exceptionally well at the markets, and I'm still debating on whether or not to pick up an extra market. That would be really cool, because it's like I got a lot of Halloween stuff I'd love to like sell because it's Halloween market, but it's like an 8-hour market, and I do these by myself, and that's really hard. So I don't know, I might reach out to a friend and see if they can swing by and maybe like help give me a bathroom break or hang out for a second. But anyway, back to my thing. So every time we have these launches, I try to do a launch project. I found that I'm very unlikely to work on something that requires a lot of attention. So you know, I have a Sanja boy, the baby Sanja, that I'm finishing up for somebody, which was such a bummer that I couldn't get it finished because they were there yesterday. Would have loved to deliver it and be done with it. I also have to work on some Sanderson sisters. I got a lot on my plate right now for orders. I've got a laundry list of orders I need to keep plugging away at. So that being said, I was going to do chickens, but I kind of like exhausted my hands from chickens. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. Those are easy, like thoughtless things I can do. And so I have this skein of Chanel Bloom Extra Bulky that I got on sale, like super sale. And I thought I'd make a cute little bunny. So I stole this head from another bunny pattern I purchased on Etsy, and I saw a free tutorial for this star blanket on YouTube and just kind of pieced them together. Now I need to just weave in the ends, which is my least favorite part, and this will be all done and ready to go. And I've been meaning to make one of these forever, and the star blanket was super fun to make, super easy, and I kind of want to make a bunch more. So this was fun. I loved it so much. I was inspired by another YouTuber who tried this yarn out making a bunny levy. I didn't like the head that she used. I like this head. I'll have to post the Etsy in the link. And yeah, I loved it. So I will put gratuitous rocket pictures and videos in here. And if you like those, then you can enjoy. It was a successful mission. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really exciting. I think I've watched 10 of the 11 so far, and it's easy to take it for granted. So we're trying really hard not to, you know, put the phones down, pay attention. We watch the video, the whole play-by-play, and it is very exciting and it's very fun. And we're very privileged to be able to do this. And my husband and I busted our butts to get here. So I'm very proud of all the hard work he's done and that I've done to get him here too. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I get to live out my dream and do this. And actually, I'm talking a lot. Sorry, it's the ADHD. First of all, says I wish it was Friday. Wearing my Jason Clippies. My husband and I went as Mr. and Mrs. Kruger last year, and we got a lot of chuckles. So this year we're going as Mr. and Mrs. Voorhees. So so it'll be funny. But I don't remember where I was going with that. I have full-blown ADHD and I'm big tired, so I'm gonna keep making these chickens and wish me luck. And yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Okay, wow, okay, I will get it together, or I won't. So last night I was hanging out with actually the person I need to give that Sandra boy to, and a couple other people, a couple of the other parents, and this is the second time in a week I've had somebody ask me, you know, either what are you doing these days, and how do you like it, like, or what brings you joy. And both times I told them crocheting. Crocheting brings me joy. I am living my dream. I am doing this full time. I'm making good money, and it's sustainable in the sense that basically all the money I make goes right back into inventory. But at some point, if I continue this trajectory, I can see it making pretty decent money to pay for bills, and it has paid for bills multiple times. I actually bought both my kids shoes and pants with my some of my profit from the last market, and I got something else. I forgot what else I got, but anyway, I've gotten like groceries and it, beyond restocking the materials. So it's been really good, and it brings me a lot of joy, and I love making custom orders for people, and it's just, I love it. I love it so much. I'm super fortunate to be able to do this. I think I've mentioned before, but I never know which videos I'm posting when, because I make a lot of videos and I don't post all of them at the same time. They're very out of order. But I put myself through college. I started in junior college. just taking a handful of classes here or there. I met my husband. We both got financial aid, and we took out loans, and we went to junior college, and then we both got into four-year universities. I started first, and we both got into the same college, but it was not a good area for the kids. And then we got into two different colleges in two different cities. So I started to go, but he got this opportunity, and we didn't know enough about deferring and whether he'd still be able to get back in or anything. And we were really struggling with working full-time, going to school full-time, and raising 4 kids. At that time, 3 kids. So I dropped out, and that sucked a lot because it was my dream to graduate from college. My dream was to have kids. Let's be honest. That was my dream. So I had kids. That was great. But I really wanted that for myself. However, I could definitely see the writing on the wall that it was going to be me or him. I offered to drop out so that I could raise the kids, work the jobs, take care of the household so he could focus, because he wanted to go for physics, and we knew that was going to be very difficult. But we also had that conversation of, you're more likely to get the better job, so that means that I'm going to work, but I'm probably not going to be able to make what you're making, what you can make. So you're going to be the primary financial person at this point. So I still worked. We both worked 60-hour weeks. I did make more money than him for a good long while. And then, his degree kicked in, and he got up the corporate structure. Because I don't have a degree, it was kind of limiting, which is super stupid. So he ended up making decent money. We got this opportunity to come out here, and I was like, all right, well, for doing that, I'm not working anymore. I want to figure out my life and figure out, I was working corporate. It was soul sucking. So I want to figure out what I want to do for my next stage and take care of the kids, work with this transition and all that. So yeah, I've been given the amazing opportunity to stay home, and we have some health issues. So I've been able to learn how to do all the dietary stuff and the doctor's appointments. And then somewhere along the lines, a friend of mine asked me to teach a crochet class, and I loved it so much that I kept crocheting, and I was giving away chickens. And that's actually, these are near and dear to my heart, because I just kept making chickens and giving them away and various other things. And all the kids in the neighborhood knew my work. And I had a parent the other day who walked up and was like, my kid recognized your work. I'm like, yeah. I'm the crochet lady. And I actually do mostly custom orders for adults. So all the kids have some of my smaller stuff, but the adults have my more expensive things. And I do a local farmer's market every month, just about. I kind of stopped in the summer and restocked because I was getting real depleted. And it makes me decent money. The special orders make me decent money, and it's really working, and it makes me super happy. And I think it's just interesting. I've had 2 different people bring that up this week, within the last week, and they're surprised, and it's a little insulting. I'm already a little self-conscious about it, because people were like, oh, okay, yeah, you crochet. And my husband always has to say something, because I won't say anything. And he's like, no, she's really good, and like getting better by the day. And he really boosts me up, which is very cool. He's my hat man. He hypes me up. And it's just kind of, it's interesting, because until they see my work or really get it, they don't get it. And it's very much like oh, okay, you're a housewife and you crochet. I'm like, no, I actually making pretty decent money, and I'm able to take care of my household, the pets, the kids, all the things. I mean, not exceptionally well. I have crippling ADHD, and I'm all the things, but I'm getting better. And that's the cool thing, is I am constantly working towards getting better, working through the medical stuff. I'm making progress, and it makes me really happy. So when I say I'm making decent money, no, I can't pay rent with it, but I just FYI, I would not be able to afford medical. with it. But it's decent to me because it is, so far it has been fairly self-sustaining. I had an initial investment of $1,000, and that was from me working and saving for it, and that was my personal investment from my working. But I was fortunate enough to not need that for other things, and I was able to use that to invest in the initial materials. And I've been able to, for the most part, continue using profit to reinvest, and that has been really great. So yeah, so I'm excited for the next stage of this journey where I actually make profit. That'd be real cool. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for joining me in my ADHD adventure today. This is a lot longer than I anticipated, so thanks for all that and stuff. And I'm gonna go feed my chickens and try not to have too much ADHD. Yeah. It's jelly season, everybody. Went out to go surfing today. There is an insane amount of jellyfish. Normally, I pay attention when I'm on the way out to see if there's any jellyfish or if there's anything concerning, and I was not paying attention because I was busy crocheting, because I have a ton of stock I need to make up for. And yeah, I got stung by a couple of these. I think these are moon jellies. It's more irritating than anything, getting stung by them. Poor guys. Hopefully the tide's going out, so a lot of these guys are going to be stuck out here in full sunlight. So that's unfortunate for them. They're beautiful. Not fun to get stung by, but not the worst. It's just kind of like a bee sting. Or like a mosquito. Well, it's more like a mosquito. Yeah. They're all up and down the beach today. But yeah. No surf, but I get to crochet. We got a rocket to launch, so I have to evacuate tomorrow. So maybe we'll get some surf in later this week.
That means you'll pay half what these other guys charge if you bring your phone.